Atkinson Grimshaw in already and away and racing. Jumped away from that 1600-metre marker to a good enough start for them over here, with Celtilus going off to show the way and is very speedy in the early stages. Mklabeni tracks that. Wider out Safari Blue, the white blinkers. Further back to Atkinson Grimshaw. Wings of Fire is further down the field. Then comes along the outside London Roads, followed by You Know Who. Magnum Fire is second to last, and Assured is at the back end of the field. 7 or 8 lengths cover them through the 1200. They go, and Safari Blue's the new leader. Picked it up by a length and a half here from Mklabeni racing second. Atkinson Grimshaw is third. Demotes Celtilus to fourth, but a handy spot just 3 lengths off them. London Roads, the blue and black colours, follows them. Then came Wings of Fire, and the boy on Mklabeni looks to have come down there. Mklabeni's ride has come down on the turn, which left Safari Blue well clear here, turning for home. Safari Blue led it coming into the home straight from Atkinson Grimshaw. Magnum Fire's moved up. Celtilus still in a double hold towards the inside, but got 4 lengths to find. And then came Wings of Fire and You Know Who. Entering the last 400, and Safari Blue by 3 from Celtilus. Then Magnum Fire and Wings of Fire, followed by Atkinson Grimshaw. Safari Blue with 300 to go is still 3 lengths clear. Celtilus tries hard to close, and Magnum Fire's down the centre. Safari Blue is tackled by Celtilus. There's 2 lengths in it. Then comes Magnum Fire, but Safari Blue continues to roll here from Celtilus with 100 metres to go, and Safari Blue goes on to score. Safari Blue will beat Celtilus. Magnum Fire, Wings of Fire, then came You Know Who, followed by Assured, Atkinson Grimshaw and London Roads. But there was an incident. Chase Morjean came down on the home turn. 5th career win for Safari Blue under Samanga Khumalo, picks up another winner out at Fairview today. I'm just checking to see what is the story there. It was about between the 900 and the 800 that Chase Morjean fell off the side of the horse over there. I can see that they are in attendance with him, and we'll have to feed back a bit later on what the position is with Chase Morjean, who came down on the Duncan McKenzie trained in Mklabeni. But here we go. It's gone to Safari Blue. An easy win from in second Celtilus, and then came in third position saddlecloth number 9 Magnum Fire.
Safari Blue, while he bounces back here to find the winner's box again, and off a rating of 98, definitely got some potential, and he's bought it this afternoon. And Smanga, you've only ridden him once before. It was back in the Highveld. It's the first time here in the Eastern Cape, but you would have got a bit of a feel for him, and wow, he looked phenomenal going down.
Nadine, obviously, just take this time to just hope our fellow rider Chase is okay. And yeah, you know, spot is very hard. Obviously, the guys, they saw what happened, and they move out of the way, which always helps. And yeah, back to this guy. You know, he's a very big horse, and I rode him in the big race in Joburg. Yeah. And, you know, we thought he's a big striding horse. We allow him over the 1475 to just use his action. But, you know, I think the soft, it was too soft, and, you know, maybe the traveling took a lot out of him. But I got to understand the kind of horse he is. Yes. You mustn't rush him, and, you know, he can get a little bit hot. But even today, he was just on his own mood, and I just remembered, oh, let me just sit quietly on him. I think that really helped. And back again, obviously, he came out slightly sluggish, and the guys were already 2 lengths in front of me, and I'm thinking I can take a seat, but he started to give like a much longer action, so I had to go around the guys, and he dictated, and coming top of the straight, just build him up, and he really loved it. When the challenges came, he stuck his neck out where it matters. He won quite a nice race. Big thanks again to Smith Racing team. And also a big thanks to, obviously, to Mr. Armstrong. And, you know, to the grooms that do the hard work behind the scenes. Big thanks to them. And to my sponsors for the second time, Maurice Fontaine for Herbert Drift. Well done to them. And again, to the Blink fans. Whoop, whoop.
There you go. For the second time this afternoon, the Blink fans get to hear that whoop, whoop. And apparently there is some feedback as far as Chase is concerned. He is going to be fine, thank goodness, but unfortunately he did whack his head on the floor. He is going to need stitches by the looks of things under his chin, but great to hear that he's up, he's walking, and everything is going to be all right. And Gav, we do know that's one of the scary parts of racing, falling off, and take nothing away from your horse winning. You do worry about everyone behind you.
No, it's not nice to see, and it's just thankfully that the big man upstairs let everybody come back safe and sound, including the horse. And
yes.
Also to Duncan. I mean, Duncan's also at form for a race like that, and I thought he's a huge runner.
Yeah.
And these things happen in racing, split-second stuff, and glad to hear Chasers are right.
Yeah.
And the horse we can see safe and sound. That's
most definitely.
important.
We've seen him come back well.
Okay.
But back to your chap. The way that he won today must really get your heart going again, because he's not like he's off form by any means, but he needed to put that heartfelt run behind him. He found his feet last time out, and you had him to perfection this afternoon.
No, all I can say is phew. Just to try get him to peak again. It's been a little bit of a testing time. Because he, like you say, he wasn't off form, but he just wasn't himself.
You know it's there, you've got to unlock it.
You know it's there, and he was just not quite himself at home, and just quite that sparkle in his eye wasn't there, and we just needed to see a little spark. And today we saw him when we saddled him up and he came to the ring. He was full of enthusiasm, and I must commend Louis as well. Rode him last time out for us, and he said put little blinkers on him. He's not concentrating, and we put little half cups on him today just to help him concentrate. He travelled better, and it was nice to see when someone asked him. He kicked, and he loves a mile. So it was a very good win. Lovely to have Dennis on course. Zoe's up in Joburg and she couldn't make it. Lovely people to train for him. Great to have another with him.
Well, very, very well done. Mr. Armstrong's having a fantastic day. I'm going to have a word with him. He's got to come join me and have the celebrations on the mic.
He's scared of you, so you can go and grab him, yes.
Gav, well done.
Thanks very much, and thanks to my sponsors, Hollywood.
Brilliant. Got to say once again, this fellow looked magnificent going down to post. He really has got an awesome action on him, and he's put it to good use this afternoon. So very well done to Mr. Dennis Armstrong, who is upstairs and should be chatting to me. But I hope he really, really enjoyed that win. And to his wife, Zoe, well done as well.